I'm not ready.
Yes? I'll post it right away. All right, your order is registered.
The wind's changed direction.
What is it?
Oh, I had 3 more right here. I forgot about these bad boys. Okay, fucking Christ, dude. I should be able to, I should be able to get the item after this set of maps, though. Don't want to run that.
I'll fill that in as soon as I can. What's new? All right, your order is registered. I'll fill that in as soon as I can.
How can I help?
Can I help? I'll fill that in as soon as I can. Let's see if there are any takers.
Oh. That was so stupid. I fucked these maps up. Fuck me. I hate rolling maps, man. Especially without a regex. I don't know why they're so stingy with the regex. Okay, let's take these scary maps over here. No, I'm not running this. I can try running this, though.
Thunderous shot.
Those maps I fucked up. Those will be how I traverse over to the next juice area. In fact, I can just do that. Although I keep wanting... I want to get this juice here.
like really hardcore glazing, just for a moment here, and I don't actually know your opinion on it, so maybe not. How many times have you died in a stupid way to sprint? Has that happened to you, or have you mastered it like me?
I've died a bunch, especially in the first few days to sprint. Honestly, I got better at it. If you still die in a sprint all the time, it's a skill issue. Get better.
Boom.
It's great, actually.
It is. I was a disbeliever. Dude, I put out a short saying, yo, sprint, after day one, I played for 16 hours. I was like, sprint sucks. It's bad. Needs all these fixes.
Day one, it sucked for all of us. We were all dead.
and, dude, I got messages from GGG, and I got like hundreds of comments saying, you're just bad. Here's what you need to do. And you know what? I self-reflected. I tried it out, and you're right, Valor. It was a skill issue. It was. And I moaned about it. So, but it feels good now.
Occasionally I still die now to sprint, but when that happens I'm like, oh, I was greedy. Oh no, I'm gonna die to this stun. Oh, that was greed. Oh, I lost that map. That was so much greed. I shouldn't have been sprinting then.
Like with Zarok, the Zarok fight, the temporal fight, floor 4 Trial of Sekma, I've used sprints on that. Never, don't. It's not worth it. I get so greedy in that fight. And he just knocks me over, and then I lose all my honor. I died 5% health on Zarok. It was terrible, dude. So, learning where you can use sprint, where you can't, it's really fun. I've come to love it. I think the one change I would make is allow you to bind it to a different key, so that you dodge, you press the key, and you dodge and go into the sprint, and it works the same.
I would like to just double tap.
Double tap, like Guild Wars 2. There you go. That's nice.
Yeah. So instead of just like if I tap again during the first like 1/3 of the roll, so it should be like tap and hold.
That's good.
Right, and that would put me into a sprint. Where it could, and if I just am spamming the button, that shouldn't put me into sprint. That should keep me rolling.
Yeah.
But like if I tap it once to roll and then tap again and hold during that roll, then I go into a sprint. That would be very cool. Because I do the one issue I still have with it is sometimes I'm sprinting by accident, and I don't mean to be sprinting, and I would just like to stop that. That's
I have like a 6-pound thumb, so like it just goes down on the key, and I don't mean, I just mean for it to dodge, and it just goes into a full-on sprint.
Yeah, this isn't the best breach map.
Have you seen the clip on Reddit? It was one of the funniest Reddit clips I've seen of the person Trial of the Sekma running into sprinting into the fireball trap, getting hit, heavy stun, rolling, and dying on floor 3. Oh my god. What a shame. Awesome clip though. I'm so glad the person posted it. It was amazing. So, okay, so sprint W, skill issue if you're still having trouble with it. I also wanted to kind of touch on an interesting thing here. Maybe we'll debate it because I don't know your opinion on it. Act 4 was obviously added to the game. I loved Act 4, the story. I actually think it's going to be I think it's going to be shorter than Act 3 once you learn how to like run it and everything and aren't doing all the crazy optional like the introduction to expedition and everything. But a lot of people, I think the big complaint that people are having now is that the campaign might be too long, especially once Acts 5 and 6 are in the game. And people are saying, oh, we definitely need a skip, right? We need something. Are you pro skip, anti skip, somewhere in between? Because I've actually seen a few interesting ideas I'd like to throw your way.
Okay. So I'm heavily anti skip, kind of.
Me too.
Kind of.
Okay.
So the best way I can describe it is using PoE 1 because it's a fully fleshed out game, right? And things like this could also apply to PoE 2 and should, and probably won't be able to until full launch. We need more content.
This
for
guy.
This so I'm gonna have to relate this to PoE 1.
Okay.
So that we have a full list of things that we can do, right? Because people also complain about the PoE 1 campaign, right?
Yep.
Now, I don't think there should ever be a skip that lets you start at max. I think leveling your characters from level 1 has to be done. I think it's, if the front portion of your game isn't fun, the solution isn't to skip the front portion of your game. The solution is to make the front portion of your game fun. Okay, so we shouldn't be advocating for skipping 2 maps. People will always not enjoy the first 20% of the power that they have. When they've played enough times, you will always not enjoy the first 20%. If I let you skip to, let's say, starting in Act 3, people will suddenly hate Act 3 more than they used to hate Act 1. If you let people skip to level 65 and starting maps, they'll suddenly hate white maps as much as they hated the campaign. Right? Wherever the first 20% is, that'll always be something people hate. So skipping completely, not an option. But I don't think we should have to level all of our alts through the campaign all of the time. So in PoE 1, we already have systems that they could put in place. We have had endless delve, endless heist, endless things like that. Now, here's how I would propose that that works. Let's just use endless delve as an example. We've had endless delve races. You should be able to buy with in-game sulfide, for instance. Let's just say 50,000 sulfide. Buys you an item that you can use when creating a character, and when you do so, that will put that character locked into endless delve until level 65, when you exit endless delve with your first 3 ascendancies done and all the passive points through the campaign. So you have to level your first character properly. And you have to collect an endgame currency of some sort. But now I can use that investment to level an alt a different way.
Okay. That's interesting.
Right?
Yeah. Okay.
So we're still not skipping stuff, but you are giving me alt leveling options. Now, the important bit for that for me is that I think if you're a really good player, the campaign should always be the fastest way for the fastest people. So somebody like Tai or one of our races that are, you know, doing the whole campaign in like 2.5 hours, they should never be able to move faster in the alt leveling stuff, right? The fastest way should always be the campaign for the speedrunners. But it's hard to do something like endless delve significantly slower than other people. So like if it's taking you 10 hours to do the PoE 1 campaign, you're probably only going to take 6 when you're doing endless delve. But then someone like Tai doing endless delve is probably only going to be able to make it in 4, because it's hard to be that much more efficient when the only thing you have to do is click new node, kill monsters on the way, click new node, kill monsters on the way. It's hard to be significantly more efficient at that. But then that same person, instead of 4 hours, could do the campaign in 2.5, because you can skill to be way more efficient at the campaign, right? So that sort of thing I would be a huge fan of.
Okay.
And it would also translate over to PoE 2 once we have more mechanics to play with.
Exactly. Okay, I actually haven't heard it proposed in that manner before. I'm amicable to that, especially it being more efficient to run the campaign in almost every regard. The other is kind of brain off. I'm just going to grind to get to end game, essentially. That makes sense. Yeah, I think that would be okay, because I'm really thinking, dude, I think grinding your games is going to address and perhaps bend in some way on this after they've bent on trade, after they've changed like the skill gem system, after, honestly, I think the PoE 1 combat is a little bit more in